Hello, hello, hello. Look who's on with me at this point in this beautiful, beautiful day in the month of March. We got Steve and Falky, Ramen on Sunday, here for their normal, well, as normal as they can possibly be, you'll see, thing. Welcome, Ramen on Sunday.
Oh, thanks so
Oh,
much. It's so good to be here, though.
Oh, I was afraid you'd forget your way here.
Well,
we have
a
that's
little
kind of personal there.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
My mind is going. I know that it's going.
You don't need to get your pressure up.
Well, I get my pressure up when people
though.
talk about forgetting stuff. Sometimes I remember things.
Oh, I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you.
Yeah.
Do.
So.
You remember
Oh,
stuff from
geez,
1962, but you can't
yeah.
remember where the keys are all
Oh,
the time. You know what I'm
Pete.
saying?
Well, those things, they get up. The cats move them. I'm sure of it.
That's for sure
Cats,
what's happening,
stupid
hon.
cats.
For sure.
Oh.
Let's say hi to the people
There's
at home.
Well, see who's. Oh.
Hi there.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So we're here for our normal third Sunday show. We do the third Sunday of the month. Every month.
Third Sunday.
Every third Sunday. This time. Yep. At 9 p.m. Eastern time.
9 p.m. Eastern time. It's actually 9:03 right now.
Yeah. So we're late getting started, but we're doing our improv. We've been practicing it a little bit,
Yeah, practicing. Not able to take any classes.
We can't take any classes up here.
Though,
no, there's no classes to take though. It's like we're barely able to get the Zooms, so we can get on with you on Sundays, the third Sunday of every month, So I got my black on. This is my mistake. This is, I just had it on, so I left it on. I feel like I'm in Daryl's troop back in San Antonio. He's doing all black now.
All black.
All black. I like that,
Oh, I know you do.
Yeah, that's what I like.
It's like a uniform.
Back in the day, yeah.
He doesn't have to think about matching things.
Yeah, but anyway, it's like Steve Jobs.
Sure.
Sure. Mock turtleneck, short of cheese. Oh, geez, what we're just talking. Let's do a show. Yeah, it's enough about us. Yeah, let's do a show though.
Can we get a suggestion of anything at all?
Anything
at all?
An emotional state.
An emotional state would be our
or,
favorite thing, though, for sure.
And so we've been doing a little bit of improv, and practicing up here is not so easy, but we get it. I think we get it done a little bit, though. We do some bits and stuff while we're out there.
Oh, we do bits,
while we're cooking and while we're doing stuff, and it's like, out in the snow. We get out in the snow, and that's geez, Pete. Contemplative, or is that contemplative?
It's contemplative.
I had a lot of bringing up in England there when I was a kid, and I say stuff weird.
I know, hon. I know.
I think Americans might say that contemplative.
I say contemplative.
I say contemplative, though. Okay.
So we're going with contemplative.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Okay. So
all right.
We're doing a show now.
We're doing a show right here.
You're deep in thought. I came in to see if you want to watch a show or something. I'm done working.
I got a lot going on up here. A lot going on.
Yeah?
I don't know if I can do a show.
You don't know if you can do a show?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. You don't have to be sorry. Maybe that sounded
We
It's just
always
like
do a show.
we do a
always
show.
watch a
This is
show.
what we do. We watch a show,
Settle down.
calm down, go to bed.
It's like a window rattling storm up here right now.
Is it specific or is it just?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, specific as I get. It's like, do I want to continue doing the work that I do? Is there too much ego in it? Don't I want to be an artist?
Okay, first of all, you are an artist. And if you're an artist without ego, then you're nothing. Because that's all you got. I don't even know why you think about that stuff. Is there too much ego? I'm an artist. Is there too much ego? There can't be. Once you take the ego away. Go ahead.
I just want to be like fully in without all the me, like I want to. I don't know how to explain it. This is stuff that I think about, and sometimes it's like, window rattling storm.
It's stuff that all artists think about.
Yeah, I guess. You mean you don't think like this, or do you? Do you?
Am I an artist?
Well, I mean, you're craftsy.
I'm craftsy, yeah. I can make a sketchbook. I can stitch a sketchbook together.
Yes.
That's not art.
It's
not art.
Craft.
It's crafty. It's like I'm aiding and abetting art, but I'm not. That's funny.
You play your little piano.
Yeah, I'm stalled out because I'm at the two-hand portion, and I don't want to move into that yet. If I were an artist, I would be driven, to learn that. I'd be driven. I'm not driven. You're driven.
I'm driven.
Stupid cat. Hang on.
I am driven. Sometimes I don't know what I'm driven toward, though. I don't have some grand. I'm not one of those artists that, well, one, I'm a late blooming artist, right? So I don't have any training. And I didn't have anybody telling me I could be an artist. And I'm not one of those artists that is producing stuff for a better humanity. I'm just wasting my time dribbling paint on paper and sometimes creating small comics because I'm too afraid to create something bigger that says something. That's the problem. She was hungry, right?
Yeah. She knows where the food is. She's not like the other one. Can't seem to figure it out.
Well, they say that, what is it they say? Dogs have masters and cats have servants.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that plays out.
True.
It plays out. Oh. I was looking forward to watching a show because that work is just driving me crazy.
You've been working a lot.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, people get their websites hacked. They get a bug up their butt about something they want to do, which is almost impossible, but it's fun to figure out, but it's frustrating during the figuring out time. So when I figure it out, it's like,
Satisfying?
yeah, satisfying. I used to figure it out faster, though.
Well, everything slows down when we get older. It just does. That's just life.
Yeah. Everything slows down. And I feel like I'm racing toward the grave, though. Every day, it's like every day is another day.
Yes, and every day we are racing toward the grave.
Yeah, it's like every day I wake up and I'm like, I can't believe that last day just went by. And then every week, and then like every month.
Yeah, you remember when summers lasted forever? Like when you were a kid, do you remember that?
No.
I remember that. Summers lasted so long that sometimes at the end of it, I remember just being anxious that it would be over soon. Like, let it be done. I've had enough. And now, time.
Oh,
Sorry.
Wow.
I,
That was loud.
I worked with a flamenco company for a while.
No kidding.
I'm clapped. I know.
I never had that. I don't even remember really summers. I remember summer camp.
You went to camp?
Yeah, a couple times.
Was it like real kid camp or Bible camp?
Well, one time that I went was real kid camp. And that was like Camp Crystal Lake kind of thing,
Like Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, that's where I discovered I shouldn't be swimming because I get ear infections.
Oh.
But a couple times it was like Bible camp.
I never went to Bible camp.
Not even VBS.
What's that? Oh, Vacation
Bible School?
Yeah, I think I did that.
Vacation Bible School.
Is that just like where you go to the church every day for like a week?
Yeah, a week. Yeah, and you do some...
Yeah, I remember that.
I think you do crafts and stuff too. Like popsicle stick stuff.
Yeah. And I think that's when I had to memorize the books of the Bible. I think that was a VBS.
VBS.
Thing. Huh. I went to Girl Scout camp.
I was a Cub Scout, but I never went to any
camp.
Yeah. So what's Girl Scout camp like?
Well, it's the thing. You whittle, learn how to start a fire. You
know how to whittle?
Yeah. I have a scar. Oh, I'm so old now. You can barely see it. Right there, from trying to whittle backwards.
Oh, I got my scar on my thumb.
Oh,
yeah. I cut right into the nail bed. I don't think I ever showed you that before. But,
yeah.
But see, that's artist. You probably still have some pieces. You probably have some pieces that you whittled from when you were a kid.
Well, no, I don't. I have bee corpses that I caught and pinned for my mom, though, as an art.
Bee corpses.
Bee corpse. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to catch bees in Tropicana orange juice jars.
Yeah.
And then, this is so cruel, and I don't want to admit that I did it, but I did. I let many of them go. But I occasionally would keep some and then decoratively arrange them on a cotton ball for my mother.
On a cotton ball? Like with little sticks, like they're flying around the clouds or something? Mm-hmm. You created art with dead bees?
I was 9.
Why did Tropicana orange juice come in a jar?
Well,
the bottle.
The bottle. It was a big
bottle.
The bottle.
Okay, bottle I understand.
jar, bottle, glass thing. It was when they were glass, is what I meant.
Okay, I got it. That cat, man.
I'll go. I'm gonna go. I'll get the cat.
Jeez.
Bye, Har.
I surround myself with artists. Like my whole life has been working with artists. When I was in Texas, I worked with a lot of musicians, and that's how I learned how to shoot video and shoot photography and stuff, because I like working with my favorite artists are the ones that are accessible and great, and there's so many of them. So it was fun developing, and I guess photography is kind of an art and video is kind of an art. Filmmaking is an art, so maybe I'm an artist on some level, but I think I always wanted to be a musician. I love singing, but I never learned an instrument.
You have your drum, though.
I do have my drum and I have my little keyboard. You know how many keyboards I've had over the years?
I remember the big one.
Yeah.
Is that in storage, or did you?
No, I gave it to a musician.
Gave it away.
Yeah. Yeah, along with the PA that I had. I got the other PA. The smaller one.
PA.
That was donated to us. But PA. Public address system.
Oh.
Yeah, just speakers.
Oh,
with a yeah.
Oh, you said public address system, and I'm thinking like.
Well, it's PA. No, it's just like two speakers on stands, or one speaker. It doesn't. Anyway, it's just what you use when you're just going to an acoustic gig or something. You just bring it. Well, actually, the whole thing could be called a PA, right? But at some point, it's the sound system. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I'm still thinking about public announcements now. Like, public service announcement through the PA system. That's where it doesn't matter.
But that's my life has just been frustration at not being an artist, but being an artist on some level, I guess. What is she chasing?
She has her own idea about things.
There's an ego right there.
Well, yeah. She's eating something.
Yeah.
Ivar has known herself forever.
Yeah. I don't feel like I've known myself for very long, I feel like I do know myself pretty well. But I've thought that in the past too, and I don't think it was true. So whatever.
So you don't think you knew yourself, but now you know yourself, but you haven't known yourself for very long?
Right.
Huh.
Like in the past, I thought I knew myself, but every day I probably know myself. Anyway, it doesn't, yeah. It's like I'll go to the grave knowing that I don't really know myself, even though I think I do.
Interesting. I think about myself all the time.
Yeah. Ego.
See what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why you think it's a bad thing.
Because there's more. Like if I could get out of the way, if I could get my ego out of the way, I think I could be a pretty good channel. But my ego gets caught up in stuff, and then it's like, what the fuck? It's just messy.
Well, it's like you do that weird thing where you consult with people. So that's not ego.
I think we're like talking about the same thing, but not talking about the same.
Well, of course. That's pretty standard.
I just want to be a conduit.
For what? Somebody else or yourself?
For the universe.
Well, that's what you are. That is the definition of artistry with ego. Because you are the one who's translating the universe. Even if you call yourself a conduit, nobody is a straight conduit.
Right.
Because your conduit is not going to produce the same output that somebody else's conduit of exactly the same thing will produce.
Right.
So you can't be afraid of your ego. What are you, chicken necking? What was that?
No, I'm trying to do that thing that girl does on that commercial. But my neck is...
It's like Larry David playing the Tyson chicken guy on Seinfeld. But that's, I don't...
What?
I just wanted to watch a show, just unwind. Just want to watch a show. We have these deep philosophical discussions. I'm just trying to...
You're trying to wipe off the day.
Yeah.
And I'm caught in the spin.
I'm like at the point right now where it's like, a little bit of bourbon would be good. No, it wouldn't be, but I'm at that point. It's like I think I'm going to reach that point at some point where it's like I know I'm going to be dead in a year, so might as well.
That could happen, I suppose. You come from long-lived people, though, so you'll have to be like 94.
Is it long-lived or long-lived?
I've always thought it was long-lived, but I think you might be right. It might be long-lived.
I don't know, because I always thought it was short-lived, and everybody says short-lived.
Well, you did spend your childhood in England.
I know. I think a lot of that has to do with that.
You talk weird.
The fact that we even found each other, to me, is a pretty amazing thing.
I agree with that. I had decided I wasn't going to find anyone. Because who could be with this for real?
Well, that's selling yourself way too short, I think, but...
I had a setup, though. I was set up. I was set up not to meet anybody.
And then you started taking improv classes.
And I started taking improv and set myself up even more not to meet anybody. Because I knew I'm not going to meet anybody at improv. I wasn't meeting any dancers. I wasn't going to meet anybody at improv. But I also knew that if I didn't meet somebody at improv, I'd never meet anybody ever.
Were you afraid of that then? Did that start to bother you that you wouldn't meet anybody?
No.
You set up these barriers, and then you were afraid the barriers were too strong?
No, I had actually settled into the idea that I'm pretty happy being alone. Because as you'll recall, maybe, I would go on, well, it's meager.
I know. Okay.
I would go on date 0.
Right.
Before I went on a first date.
Right.
And pretty much decide on date 0 that I wasn't going to go on a first date.
There was never going to be a first date.
Because they lived in the north side of town, which was a long drive. They liked cats more than dogs rather than equal. That's not going to happen. They were too athletic-y or not athletic-y enough. There was always something. So I was pretty set up to be single. And then there was you.
Then there was me.
Then there was you. And I didn't even like you.
No. No, I grow on people, though,
Yeah. That's true.
I'm going to get some water from the kitchen. You want anything?
No. He did grow on me, though. I think back on it a lot. I noodle it. And I remember we were walking through the H-E-B, that's the grocery store where we were. And we were talking about age. And I was very clear. I'm willing to date women who are slightly younger than me. I like to date men who are slightly older, but not too much older. And certainly 3 to 5 years is max. And we were chatting about that in the grocery store. And he said, so I'm too old. And I said, well, we would never date. And we didn't. But somehow the magic happened. And I'm still left wondering, like, how did something so perfect happen with somebody that I didn't even like?
Berkey was almost empty. So
you want to watch a show?
yeah. You know, that was my intention when I originally came in. Watch a show.
Well,
sit down.
Watch a show.
Relax.
Watch a show.
We have a show, right? It's not like we're going to have to. I hate that looking around.
We don't have to go searching for a show.
Just searching for the show.
No, it's not Friday night, it's Sunday night. So
I know, yeah.
We can just watch a show.
Yeah.
So you can stop thinking about work. I will stop thinking about my ego. Just for a little while. While we watch a show. Like probably Leverage.
Leverage. Again.
Oh, geez, we've never done that before, though.
That was so super weird. That was like channeling actual people. Just having a conversation.
Just having a conversation.
Oh, geez, Pete, that was. Oh, that really got deep inside people. That was like, oh.
What the heck, though?
Yeah, just this was our AMA show. Yeah.
A little off kilter now.
I think we'll have to watch some Leverage, though.
We're going to be watching Leverage tonight, that's for certain. And I'm going to have popcorn, even though you're not going to have a donut.
Oh, sitting on the couch just brings out all the truth, though. Oh, geez. Oh, no.
Done? That was it?
I hope you.
That was the whole show. I kept waiting for the next beat.
Absolutely nothing happened.
Well, it did happen, but I can't believe it took the whole time. I totally lost track of time. And then Xander starts playing the song, and I'm going, "What the hell?" Xander's like ending them, but they just started.
He's jamming. Well, that was where it was like, oh, I guess we're just being ourselves, sitting here on the couch.
But it went. Oh my God! I look at the time now, and I go, "Oh, it is like 9:30."
It's 9:30.
That's amazing.
You know.
Well,
that's our bedtime, but we're gonna watch a show first.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm gonna suggest, don't watch Everything Everywhere all at once.
Really don't?
It will put you to sleep. No, I honestly don't get it. It put me to sleep, but I hate to say that I probably said something so uncool. I sent a message to my son and I said, tell me why everybody got Oscars for this, because I think it's putting me to sleep. And he got a kick out of that. He thought that was hilarious. He goes, it's full of so much action. I loved it. So I watched it twice. The second time, I didn't fall asleep, but I still could have. Anyway, so there's something wrong with me because everybody in the world thinks that that's like the hottest show.
No.
I've then watched.
Did you watch a show, a TV show recently that you recommended?
Oh, a movie, but it's on. It's on. It's on like one of the off networks or whatever. It's The Outfit.
The Outfit.
The Outfit. It's a movie.
Okay.
And it's a little bit like a Sting, but it's not a Sting. And it's very I think you'd like it because it's very succinct. It's hard for me to explain it, but it's very, very like there's no wasted words. Let's put it that way. There's no wasted words.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
The Outfit.
Yeah, The Outfit.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, and then tell me because I'm sure I'm wrong, but I'm not watching it a third time.
You're not wrong because it's all taste. It's all about taste, and if your taste doesn't run that way, that's great.
Yeah, I think what I don't like is movies that I have to pay attention every single second.
Oh, I love movies.
If I have to pay attention every single second, then it doesn't all tie together, and yeah, then I just lose it. So I think you have to pay attention to everything.
Xander's like, are they just going to keep rattling on?
Yeah, we're just going to keep
still
rattling
the show?
on. I watched Babylon. 3
Oh.
hours, 3 hours of craziness, but I stayed awake.
Well, we watched Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels last night, which I've seen before.
Was that
It's
good?
it's a Guy Ritchie film from the late '90s.
I thought we had access to that. Oh,
Yeah.
I watched so I was watching the Academy Award things that I could get on the services that I have. What's the guy, Naval something from Russia? Naval. He's the one that they poisoned, and then he went to Germany and he recovered, and then he went back to Russia and they uncovered the plot and everything. Well, he's back in the concentration camp or whatever it is in Russia because he went back, which was really kind of sad at the end because they videoed him ahead of time thinking what would happen if he died. Well, he didn't die, but he was in jail, and they played back anyway. But it was pretty good. Yeah, but you got to be in a mood to watch.